Yeah.
It's live.
Yeah.
Hey everyone.
We're done finally. It doesn't feel like it felt like it went so fast.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
feel like we started only yesterday. Like
Yeah.
already. Yes.
I think we did a good job of keeping like the live shows like constant, like throughout the readathon. Like those were a lot of fun. That was my favorite part.
Yeah, these were a lot of fun, especially like this was my first live show ever, so I was kind of nervous, but it was a lot of fun. Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm so happy people are like joining in the live shows and like interacting with us. And it's not just us talking to ourselves.
Yeah. Like basically like a Zoom call.
Yeah.
It was actually the funnest part, like in the readathon, I think. Like the live shows were really amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Okay. I'm learning how to
I know,
do all
you
the
like
comments.
learn as you go.
Learning
Yes. So how many books did you read?
How many did you read, Anna?
I read 2. I didn't get to read as many as I wanted, but I'm also halfway through Concrete Rose. So I was going to like try and count that as a prompt if I finished it. Probably for like a book that made me cry because it's already made me cry. But yeah, so I can say like 2.5. How many did you read, Jane?
3. I wanted more, but like all the book were or double up or triple up. So I actually completed 7 prompts. So I'm not feeling bad. And I actually also read Artless, and it almost 500 pages. And this is a fantasy story. So yes, like it was really, it was intense. So I'm proud of myself. Hey.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
And Lauren read a lot.
Yes, Lauren. How many prompts? You say that you completed all of the prompts except 1, right?
Yeah, I didn't get to the supernatural fantasy, which actually last night I was like, what happens if I read A Court of Wings and Ruin by tomorrow?
I think you can do it if you wanted to.
Oh, I finished
9 books.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
Wait, okay.
You read the fantasy book with the 27 pages, right?
Yeah, I literally last night I almost went back to the live show like to rewatch it so that I could find what book that was because I was like so intrigued.
Yeah, what was the name of it again? I kind of want to read it.
I want to write it.
Yes,
she said the audiobook was like 10 minutes.
Yes.
I love your username, books, lattes, and journaling.
Oh my God, it's everything.
I've been struggling. I have a reading journal and I have my bullet journal, The City Born Great.
She said it was a
lifesaver.
City.
The City Born Great. Thank you.
I have a reading journal and I just am not keeping up with this thing. Like,
with your journal?
Yeah, like I have like I did like a video where I like set up February and
God,
like it has like days read. Look, I stopped on the 7th. Like I just
actually I had a digital reading journal, and when I started YouTube, I didn't have time at all, but I had like for 1 month for December. It was really pretty, and then I didn't feel it more because I just didn't have time. But yes, I love journaling when you have time.
Yeah, I'm not artistic at all. I want to have a journal, but I'm just not artistic at all. I kind of want the ones, I don't know if they even make them, like the ones where it's kind of like, it's already decorated for you and it's like fill in the blank. I don't know if they make those, but that would probably do better for
I've
me.
seen at Michael's, they had like a bullet journal, like the classic bullet journal, like already filled in. So you just like had to fill in like your personal stuff. But I saw them at Michael's. They were like, they had like weekly spreads. They had like, you know, just like stuff you would see in like a typical bullet journal. They had like all the spreads already done for you, which was like super nice. But I already started mine. So I was like, well, I'm not going to have 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, there is, if you like digital journal, you can find really easily, uh, like, uh, um,
Templates.
the templates. Yes, exactly. It's hard for me to keep up. Yes, it's stressful. You need a lot of time for journaling.
Does it really take a lot of time?
Yes, but it's perfect for audiobooks.
Oh yeah.
Guys, I'm
Yeah.
almost done with that audiobook.
Oh, how do you like?
Yes.
It's good. I just feel like I'm not retaining as much as I normally would.
Mhm.
But I literally lay there at night in the dark and just listen to it. So like I feel like I'm getting like the most that I can out of it, but I just still am like, but like I can look back or like think back and I can like remember things. So like at least like I listened to Coraline on audiobook, the whole thing. And I really enjoyed it because it was like a very atmospheric audiobook, but I don't remember a lot of it.
That happens a lot with
Yes,
audio.
I feel like audiobooks, like I didn't read audiobook yet. We talked about it, but I feel like I will listen and then forget everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Some of the books that tend to be the most like forgettable for me are because they're audiobooks. Probably. Like I could have liked it way more if it wasn't an audiobook, but I don't really reread books, so
I've started rereading books this year and it has been so fun. Like
you like it?
I actually, okay, so I've read The Hunger Games 14 times. I have read that book so many times. I can literally like tell you the book by this point.
Oh, and I was thinking that I'm a huge Hunger Games fan, but apparently not.
I literally like that is my favorite of all time, and I'm actually gonna reread it
Yes.
probably this month. But that's like the only
You
book I
read
ever reread.
the you
But
read
now
the
I want
new
to reread
book?
more. Huh?
You read the new book of the Hunger Games, like the
I
first
did
one?
not like it. I did
You
not
didn't like
like it.
I
It
feel
was
like
such a
most people
disappointment.
I feel like most people didn't like it. I gave it 3 stars. I actually enjoyed it. I was prepared like for a book that won't be good as the Hunger Games. It
Yeah.
I especially loved like to get into the world again because like I didn't remember almost anything, and I really loved to see how the world like was from the start because in the start everything was different.
Yeah,
So
like how the
yes.
Capital kids were like the mentors.
Mhm.
It was very strange. I didn't even finish it. Yes, the winners will be announced here.
Yes, yes. Hmm.
We have them all done. We
Yes,
randomized numbers.
all the three giveaways winners.
how many people are on right now? For some reason on mine it doesn't tell me.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think it
Let's.
just host can see.
I actually can't.
In the corner where
Here
it says
6 6. Yes, 6.
6. Okay.
6? Okay.
Hmm.
So yes, the way we did the giveaway winners was for the social media there was 11 people. So I gave each of y'all a number, and then we randomized 1 through 11 and got a number, and so that was the person that corresponded, and then the same thing with the other two as well.
Yeah.
Yes, like and the fourth one was based on how many poems you read, like extra. So we just counted how many extra poems you read and randomized the number based on it.
Yep.
Oh, 7. Now 7. Yes. But yes, we will announce all the giveaway winners. Don't worry. But let's talk a little bit about the books you read. Like, which book you love the most from the books you read? Like,
Yeah, did you like the prompts? How many prompts did you complete? All that.
mhm. I actually loved the most. Laura Dean keeps breaking up with me. I like. I was thinking that I'm going to like it, but not as much. I gave it 5 stars, and I'm not giving 5 stars easily. I just cried all night. Yes, it was so emotional. Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah, it's a really emotional book because like
Mhm.
you just feel so connected to the main character and like you just feel for her. Like,
Yes.
I feel like usually in books like that I usually get annoyed with the main character very easily because like, like that back and forth and back and forth. But
Mhm.
I just really felt for her. I don't know. The story was done so well. You had me at Ola.
Oh, I want to read it. I heard about it.
Me too. The cover is gorgeous.
Yes. Yes.
Is it a contemporary?
Yes.
Oh, I read
And
Transcendent Kingdom last month for my book club.
Oh, you completed all the prompts. Good. I just realized
You gave every book 4 stars. So you enjoyed all of them.
Yes. I wish I gave 4 stars for all the books. I actually gave 3 stars for one of the books, and I lowered it to 2 stars after I slept about it. So yes.
That happens a lot. Oh, it's a romance.
A contemporary romance, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It looks good.
The cover is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think another really pretty cover going around right now is Fat Chance Charlie Vega.
Yes, I saw it too. It's
I saw that
so pretty.
It's hard not to judge books by covers.
Yes.
Oh, I 100% do.
I actually made a video like yesterday about cover changes, and a lot of people commented. Like I saw one comment that said that the like new cover changes made her to put the books on her TBR just because of the cover change. So yes, I can relate.
That's how I feel about Daughter of Smoke and Bone.
Mm-hmm.
Like the new one?
Covers.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous.
I like the old ones, personally. I thought that they were cool, but I was never interested in it. Have you guys read it?
No, but I'm going to.
I feel like the synopsis was always really vague.
Yes, I also feel like this, but I actually have a series on my channel when I binge read series. So I just pick popular series and I'm going to binge read on that. So I just don't look at the synopsis anymore. If it's a popular, I will read it.
Without covers, how would books draw us to them on a... Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah. I think if you're going to write a book, then you should really try as hard as you can to have a nice cover, because like ultimately, like when I do my videos, like anticipated books for like the month or the year or whatever, like when I'm looking through the list, I can't read through every single like synopsis for me to do the list. So I either go off of the title or the book cover, and then I read the synopsises and go through. I think titles are important too.
I agree.
I will say that I'm getting kind of tired of the like drawn people. Like I can't, like it's very common in contemporaries lately, and like new adult/adult romance too, is like the just drawn people that like I'm thinking of like Danny Brown, like the Brown sisters, like that kind of illustration. Like it's everywhere. I just can't get away from it.
Yeah.
I actually really love the style of the illustration, not like Chloe Brown, more like Daughter of Smoke and Bone, because this is not a real person, it's illustration, but a really like detailed one, really beautiful. So I really love those covers.
I like abstract. My favorite book covers still are the Selection series. Like
I love those covers so much.
Like
I had a dream that I read those last night.
But you've never read them?
No.
If you like something royal, like if you love royal settings, this is a really good book for royal settings.
It's so trashy, but it's so good. Like I could read books over and over and over again. I'm obsessed. Especially watching Bachelor, I'm obsessed.
I actually really loved the fourth and the fifth book because like I love the concept.
Did you like them like as books though? Like you gave them a high rating?
I think yes. I think that I gave all the series or 4 or 5 stars, and I have also the 6th book, the prologue, but I didn't read this one yet. But I want to.
I really like the first 3, but I didn't.
Is the first one like green and like a bubble on the cover?
No, blue, like a blue
it's
girl.
like a girl in a gown, but all of them are like girls in gowns, and the gowns are gorgeous.
What series am I thinking of? Where like it's like at a certain age you have to get like a mate, and like the cover is like green and she's like laying in a bubble.
A bum.
I don't know.
Matched.
Oh,
no,
yeah, you're
maybe
thinking of Matched.
Okay, I've never tried to read this selection. I've tried to read Match though, and I absolutely freaking hated it.
I heard
Yes, me too. I didn't like it.
So maybe I will try this selection.
And I regret buying it.
Ugh. I unhaul books so often. Like, I don't have any books that I don't like.
I actually have too much.
That is the Match series, yeah.
Yes, yes. I also didn't like it.
Covers are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So pretty.
Yeah, the selection covers are cute. Isn't that the series with like America?
That's her name. Yeah.
Okay. I'm on the same page now.
And then the fourth and fifth books, like they're kind of like added on. It's like following her daughter, going through the selection process. I think I would have liked it way more if her daughter was a likable character. But she to me, she wasn't. She was so annoying the whole time.
I can get what you are saying. Yes, I don't know. I liked it, but yes, I can get like what you're saying.
The concept is so good. Like the concept behind it being her daughter, and then like everything, like it's so good. It's just like I think her like the character that we're reading from, that's like what ruined it for me. But I read it a long time ago. I need to reread every series that I read when I was younger.
Yeah, I'm doing a series on my channel called "Is It Worth the Read?" I just did new adult and romance.
Yes,
I want to do like
the episode.
I want to do like Six of Crows, Poppy War, and now I'll add the selection because it's so popular.
Yeah.
I really want to read the Poppy War because this is an adult, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yes, and I really want to read more adult because why just too much predictable, like, yes.
Fantasy or like dystopian Poppy War?
What'd you say?
Is it like a fantasy?
Yeah, it's like the main girl. It was like $1 yesterday on Kindle, and I was like, I want to read this physically, but if I didn't, I would definitely buy it for $1. But it's like I believe there's some sort of like main girl and she goes off and she has to like train to be a warrior or something like that.
Yes, it's something about war, but it's supposed to be like a real war. Like I know it's supposed to be really intense and like really adult and not YA. So yes.
And those books are thick with 2 C's, man. They are huge.
Yes.
Then I'm thinking of the right book because I remember seeing it and thinking it was huge.
The covers are like all white and they've got like some like drawings on them.
Yeah. So
when do you want to announce giveaway?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we can. Okay.
Are all of our winners on the live right now?
So we have 4 people lives. Yes, I'm not sure. I actually just posted. We can post again. Okay. I'm really excited. Okay, so I think that first of all, we can announce the winning team because there was a competition between the teams. Okay.
It was Pink Team.
Yay! Pink Team. Ooh.
So proud. I'm so happy.
Congratulations, Pink Team. You're the winners.
You got your representation squad going there.
Oh yeah. We got a lot of.
Who's from the Pink Team here? Saying the live comments.
I keep forgetting to ask what team everybody's on when they join the live.
Yes. Yeah, yes. I
Oh,
forgot.
Britt, Slanted Spines, she can't be here today, but she said, tell the other host I said hi.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh, she's been on every single live. She's the best.
yes.
Yeah.
It's really amazing, like, to see people at lives. So fun.
Oh, let me retweet what you tweeted just now.
Yes, congrats, Pink. Also, the other teams did wonderful. Everything was so good, but yes, the Pink team is the winner.
And thank you guys so much for participating and doing TBR videos. And
yes, it was so fun to watch them. And actually, are you doing vlogs? Because we are doing vlogs. So if you're doing some vlogs, please tell us. And also, like, when you're going to upload them.
Yeah, we want to see them all.
On Twitter. Yes, we want to see them.
So many
my
people.
vlog is so bad.
Mine is too. Like,
really? My vlog, I almost finished editing my vlog. It needs half an hour.
I'm so bad at vlogging. Oh my god.
Especially with quarantine, vlogs from me are like, here's me in my bedroom, here's me in my bedroom, here's me in my bedroom.
And every clip is a different day for me. It's so bad. Thank you.
Thank you for participating. Thank you for participating. It was like it wasn't the same without you all participating.
Yeah, so many people participated, and it just makes us so happy because we're so excited for this readathon.
Yes, and any vlog is interesting. Just don't forget to tag the Valentines-a-thon on Twitter so we can see it all. We really want to see your vlogs.
Yeah, because the TBR videos were so much fun to watch. I didn't expect so many people to make TBR videos.
Yeah, me neither.
I saw somebody made a TikTok TBR and I was like, that is so fun.
Really?
Yeah, somebody did their TBR on TikTok and it was like so cute.
I kind of want to talk about books, but like I don't know. I might.
I have a TikTok. I have a book talk.
Do you make TikToks on it, or do you just use it?
Yeah.
I really want to open one. Like I was planning, but I didn't have time. So maybe this month.
I haven't uploaded in a few days, but I mean probably like a week. But it's Lore Loves Literature. LAUR loves literature.
I'm gonna follow you.
I will follow you. Yes, I think it's good.
Yeah, that is strange.
Yes, I have one of my best friends just moved to Sweden, like just before the Corona started. So I always stuck with her, and she like saying to me, "Everything is open, everything is usual," and I just got out from a fourth quarantine.
Oh wow!
Yes, we had a lot when I leave. So yes.
Lauren and I are over here in America, and it's just not.
Literally just like thousands and thousands of cases every day, and they're like, let's go back to school.
Yeah, they opened everything again. I was watching the news at 10 a.m. this morning, and it was like 18,000 cases just today.
Oh my God, USB like.
Yeah.
Literally.
Just do a new thumbnail. So much is the best solution. Okay, so we will announce the first giveaway winner, the Twitter one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Lauren, you have the name, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this person's name right. So if you're on here, I apologize. And if you hear about it later, I apologize. It was Johannes at Johannes Janelle for the Twitter one.
Yeah, that's
so congratulations.
Right? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And the prize for all of these is the same, a book off of your wish list, whether it be, I think we said Book Depository or Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It was like in the start Amazon, and then Kevin asked if also Book Depository is okay, and this is also okay?
Yep.
Okay, so the second giveaway winner
this is for completing the 3 prompts on your team.
Okay, so the winner is, I hope that I will say it right. It's Luna from Lattice Luna.
Congratulations!
Oh, congratulations! Okay.
Lattes Luna.
Yes, and of course, I don't need to say it, but if someone doesn't hear, we will write them after the live.
Yeah,
They'll be on Twitter.
Yeah.
And the last winner, Anna, you want to announce it?
Yeah, so this is for reading, for completing more bingos and just doing more fulfilling more prompts on your team. And that is at Warrior Reading on Twitter. So congratulations.
Pretty sure she's here. So
Yeah, she's
hi.
here.
So thank you. If you didn't win, obviously we have next year, and we are talking about making next year even bigger and better. So stay around for that. If you have any suggestions of how we can make this better or things that you want to see, please let us know. If it's about like the days or live shows or prompts or whatever, like just please let us know and we'll like take that into consideration for next year.
And let us know what you liked, what you want to see again, anything you want us to add, if you want us to add more teams, more prompts, anything. Like, we're so open to suggestions because this was so much fun.
Yes, and Reading Warrior is here, so congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, you always are so much fun.
I think I missed the winners. I don't think I won. Congrats, y'all.
So we will go on the winners again. The first winner was, how do I pronounce it, Lauren?
I think it's Yo Harris.
Yes, Yo Harris Chanel. The second one was Lattice Luna, and the third one was Reading Warrior.
Yeah.
So yes, and we will say that again, I guess, in the end of the live.
And we'll message them on our Twitter in case you're not here. So yeah.
Yes.
Yep. This has just shown me that I want to do reading sprints more often on my channel.
Okay, so you are on Twitter. You're welcome. Yes, thank you for participating.
I literally was all like in my other tab trying to figure out, I was like, I think that's her Twitter. I was like, I'm just gonna see if she had her YouTube linked because I was like, I'm pretty sure that's her.
I didn't want to assume that. I was thinking the same thing because of the lattes and the thing.
Yeah, that's why that's why I was on Twitter. I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, Lauren, you didn't say which book was your favorite, and also everyone say which book was your favorite.
I would say Heartstopper was my favorite. It was just so freaking cute and so fun. It was just so everything that I needed right now. It was so lighthearted, but also like, I mean, it has some dark themes to it, but it's like not something that's like it just still overall cheers you up when you read it. And it reminded me of if you've watched Norwegian Scam. I know that's like such an out there kind of reference, but there's a Norwegian show called Scam, and there's a couple on there that really reminded me of them who bring me so much joy, and so I really enjoyed that.
I had a lot of fun with the Stereophone. I love to wait now. Okay, we definitely consider it if you didn't complete. Yes.
I think it could be fun being longer too. This year we really ran into the issue with the Polarathon was the first week of February, and then Blackathon, Black Lit-a-thon, like all of. So it was just kind of like we didn't want to like step on people's toes, but
yes, there were so many readathons like this month, and like before us, after us, we just wanted to make it as much available to everyone. But yes, we will definitely consider making
I think next year we could definitely make it longer, like at least a week. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because if we're trying to do like next year, we also want to like move it to Instagram and stuff. So I feel like
Mhm.
that can also just like it would be a lot more fun. I was gonna say funner. It would be a lot more fun to just kind of have it a little bit longer. Recommended for you. It has rivals lovers set in a bookstore. Ooh.
Oh, set in a bookstore.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm thinking of I think it's a graphic novel, right? Isn't there a graphic novel that's going around right now? It does take place in a bookstore, like they work in a bookstore or something like that.
Which graphic novel? I need it right
It might be a
now.
graphic novel, yeah.
I
Oh my
love the
God.
setting of in a bookstore. Like I
Me
love it.
too.
I think it works so well.
Recommended for
Yes,
you.
just bookstores are just the best. And we were talking about covers, like you go to a bookstore, I can't read like the synopsis of everything. You just look at the cover and you choose based on the cover.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what's funny is I just looked it up, recommended for you, and I was like, oh, I bet it's that book I saw yesterday on Kindle. It's not, but it's the same like exact premise. Like they're fighting to like sell more books than the other one, and it's
Oh my
I'm like
God.
that's so wild that there's like such a similar book.
I feel like now we
And
see
it,
that a lot more than we did a long time ago. Like a lot of books like with very, very similar synopsises and like ideas.
yes, it's really hard to think about an idea that nobody done before and nobody done like something
Mhm.
similar.
Yeah.
Everything is based on something. So
I
yes, but
personally have no problem with it, like reading two books with similar synopses. I think like every book has something new to give. And
mhm.
like I said, it is so hard to find like unique ideas.
I actually like read a lot of books in my life that I liked the concept and the setting and the synopsis, but the book was bad. So it just it doesn't just the setting, it's also like the writing and the characters and everything. So also two books with different with similar idea can be really different from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all about just like execution. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think like there was that time a few years ago where like dystopian was really big, like The Hunger Games, Divergent, like, and
Mhm.
to a degree, all of them were kind of very similar,
Yeah.
but like they
Yes.
also had like their own kind of like thing about them. So I
Mhm.
think that it's just, I mean, like, okay, I will say fantasy is getting a little bit hard for me, like, especially young adult fantasy, because I feel like everybody wants to be Cassandra Clare or like
Mhm.
um, Sarah J. Maas or whatever. But
Mhm. Yes, I personally love fantasy and dystopia the most, but definitely fantasy YA or dystopia YA just become so similar to each other. So I'm trying to read more adult fantasy because it feels like I don't know, it feels more something that I don't know. So maybe it will surprise me.
I need to read more fantasy. Like I'm not afraid to say it. Sometimes I'm so scared of fantasy because I feel like so
Mhm.
many things go over my head, or I'm just not used to it. I used to love it when I was younger, when I would read like the middle grade ones, but I don't know. I tend to gravitate towards like realistic fiction more. So
somebody recently on my, I can't remember who it was, but they're in my subscription box. They made a video on fantasy standalones, which I thought was really interesting because so many like things are series now that I feel like that really intimidates me sometimes when there's like 8 to 9 books in a series, and I'm like,
Yes,
do I really want to
definitely.
get started into this? Like,
right.
so I know that they
Actually,
made a video.
if we are talking about standalones, I really love standalones because you don't need to commit to a series, but I'm starting to feel like almost all the standalones that I read this year in 2020 I didn't like. I feel like maybe standalones are not as deep like plot wise as series.
Mhm.
So like in the last time I got really like I just see it on all the time.
Yeah, it's hard to connect with characters too, I think, which is a big part of books for me, at least especially
Mhm.
fantasy. And like when you just have one book, it's really hard to kind of like because like if you think about like our favorite series, like Hunger Games or like for me, it's like Divergent from that time. Like I love those characters, but I don't know if I would have necessarily loved them if they were just one book.
Mhm.
Yeah. And plus, like, fantasy is so much based in like world building
Mhm.
that like I don't feel like one book is necessarily enough time to like build a whole world, a whole society, and then also have like a plot.
Right.
I actually read, I think 2 months ago, there is an author that I liked when I was like younger. I think her name's Terry. She wrote like some dystopian series, and she made a sci-fi standalone where she actually made a huge world, and the standalone was, I think, 400 pages, 500 pages, and like she made a plot of 3 books into one. I like really, but I actually didn't like it. But because of writing, less because of the like idea.
Yeah.
But I read Scythe last month. If you know this book,
Love Scythe.
yes, Anna, you read it too.
Yeah.
So I read only the first one. I currently waiting for the second and the fourth one to get here. But the first one like felt like 3 books into one. It was so intense and so fast paced.
Mhm.
Yes.
I really liked it. Lauren, did you continue with the series? I've only read the first one.
I've read the first. I mean, I've read 2. I haven't read the third one yet.
Do you like it?
Yes, I'm somebody who hates second books in series. Like, I think that the second book is always the worst. But I think the second book was really good and like very interesting. And it's very fast paced, like the first book. Like where you are at the beginning versus where you are at the end is like so different. So I
Yes,
really
like,
enjoyed it.
like the first book was so intense. So many things happened. Like how it was only one book. I can't understand it.
I want to reread it and then read the second one right after. I feel like that's something you have to do back to back.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah,
I have to binge read the series because like you start to forget. I usually don't love to read series more than 2-3 months apart.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been rereading the A Court of Thorns and Roses series for that reason because the new one's coming out tomorrow, and I'm like, I don't want to forget. Like,
I actually ordered like A Court of Thorns and Roses, the whole series in the old covers because I don't like the new ones, and then my order was cancelled.
Wait,
what happened?
it was canceled?
Yes, like it says it's undeliverable, something like this. I'm checking again, but yes, like it's really sad because I can't find the old covers anywhere. I just don't know what to do because I really want to read the series.
There's a few people on Etsy that actually have drawn new covers. Like you put them over it like a book sleeve kind of,
Yes, but
and
it's
like
not the
all
same thing.
matching and pretty. And
Mhm.
but I have the old covers, and the new covers are so dumb. They don't make sense. They're ugly. I hate them.
Yes,
New
they are
one?
really agree.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. I don't.
See,
I
The
don't
ones
know
have
about
like
It's the same thing as the next one that's coming out, right?
yeah.
Yes, like
Oh,
the
these are
newest
ugly.
one is coming out only in the new covers, which is really stupid because not everyone can buy all the new covers. But yes, I just
Ugly.
don't know where to find the old covers, and I
Why?
really want to buy them.
I don't know why there's dragons on them. Like
Those are
the book,
dragons? I don't even know what they are.
the
So,
background is like dragons, and there's nothing to do with dragons in those books.
Right.
so actually, I know that the reason they made new covers is because they want the series to appear more adult because this is not YA series; it's actually an adult series. I feel like I'm repeating my sentences from the video, but yes. So just they made them to look more adult.
I think
But I
that's
don't
like
like them.
I can see that being smart because like if you look up the name of those books, the first thing that pops up is like a parent website that's like, is A Court of Thorns and Roses safe for my children or whatever? And it's like because it's like people brand it like it's young adult and it's not. It's like it's got like sexy and it's got like really heavy topics and it's just I read it when I was a freshman in high school, but I think if you're like a middle schooler, it's probably not the best thing.
Yeah. I mean, when I read it, I kind of forgot that it wasn't YA, but that's just probably because I didn't really enjoy the first book as much as I enjoyed the rest of the series.
God,
really
A Court of
want
Mist
to
and Fury is the best book ever.
That's my favorite one.
Yes, I see in TikTok like the second book all over.
It's hilarious that they thought the color gray.
It's gray and orange. It is so gross. Why would you put those colors together?
That's the new one, right?
Yeah, the new covers are gray and orange.
Ew.
And also the new covers in paperback, they are like colored, and then you have the title in bright yellow text.
Yeah.
It's really ugly.
It's giving me like one of the original like Hobbit cover movie things.
Yes.
Like when you watch an old movie and it's like in black and white and then the text shows up. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could have done it way better.
Yeah,
I know they wanted to rebrand it, but they could have done it way, way, way better.
Yeah, I agree.
Ugh,
and like the original covers are really beautiful, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I really want them. I still said that I don't know where to get them. So yes.
Some people are selling them for like a ridiculous amount of money.
Yes, so I search on eBay, but like I don't want to spend $60 on a book.
What they're going for?
Yes, I saw like even more.
Yeah.
And also not all the books there, and like I don't want like the first book wasn't hard to find in the old covers, but only the first one you can find it on Book Depository, and the rest you can't. And I just really wanted the whole series. So yes.
It's gonna really bother me that this new book that's coming out is not gonna match the covers of my.
Yes, if I will read the new book, like if I will have like the old covers and I will decide to read the new book, I will read it probably on ebook.
What?
Yeah.
I looked up that book, that Books, Lattes, and Journaling, the short book, and it's by an author that I'm like so excited to read. It's by N.K. Jemisin, who wrote the 5th season.
Oh. Okay.
And I just looked it up and it was like, oh, written by N.K. Jemisin. I was like,
I really want to read the 5th season. You read it?
No, I want to. It just sounds like
also.
Rachel from Shipwrecked Library like really sold that for me.
Actually, the reason that I really want to read the 5th season is because it reminds me a little bit. I forgot how this season was called. Wait, I will look it up. But
it reminds me of The Fifth Wave.
Yes, this. I really loved this series when I was younger. Like, this is a YA series, so I'm not sure if I will like it now, but it was so emotional. Like, I was obsessed with those books.
Yeah.
Yes, like, I read the first one. It was almost midnight. And then I say to myself, no, I can't sleep. And I went to the bookstore and bought the second and the fourth one. But yes, the life before COVID. When you could, and you just
go anywhere,
walk to a bookstore whenever you want.
You could like stay in the bookstore for hours.
Yes.
Take pictures with the books without a mask.
Yes.
I'm trying to add The City Born Great to my Goodreads.
I wonder if there's like a PDF online or something. Since it's
there is. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but what is the name of the book? I will add it too.
The City Born Great.
City Born.
The cover is really nice.
Yeah.
It's like colorful.
Currently read. No, I want to read. I'm not currently reading it.
Oh, it's set in New York. That's cool. Fantasy stories set in New York have such great potential.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Legendborn set in New York?
I think so, but it's like total. It's like post-apocalyptic, so it's kind of like, right? Yeah.
It's either that or it's set in here, like in North Carolina. I can't remember because I feel like she goes to UNC.
Wait, which book?
Legendborn, the one who like the girl. It's like got a black girl on it, and it's got like purple, red. Blue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to read it also.
Yeah, I heard it was really good.
But I have too many books on my TBR, so I'm not sure when I will get. Like, I have my physical TBR, and then I have my ebook TBR, and then I have just the TBR of books I want to get. Just too many.
And there's so many good books coming out.
Yes.
There's
So many new releases. Yes, there's actually a really cool book about, like a fantasy book about Peter Pan, like retelling.
Mm.
Yes, the cover is stunning. I will look.
Isn't it by Aiden Thomas?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yes.
I will look at the name.
Is it Cemetery Boys?
Cemetery Boys is his first novel.
Yes, Lost in the Neverwoods. This is the name.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Is there new releases that you're really looking forward? All the people here, are there new releases you really want?
Oh, well, thanks, Jay. Now I have something else I have to pick up because this looks so good.
Actually, already pre-ordered a few books if you want more suggestions for new releases. Like if you really saw my TBR list for the books I don't have, just so long.
No.
I have a Goodreads shelf for anticipated reads of this year, and they all look so good.
There is actually one new release that the cover is so pretty. I think the name of the book is The Ones We Are Meant to Find, something like this.
Oh, is it the Three Sisters or whatever?
I don't know the synopsis. I just know that the cover is so beautiful. I think this is a sapphic book, but I'm not sure. I just saw a lot of hype around it. So
I'm looking because I feel like it's on my. I just saw A Quarter Silver Flames. So gross.
Oh man,
I already read that. Heartstopper Volume 4.
I don't know how excited I am about the synopsis of A Quarter Silver Flames comparing to like
Listen,
half of the series.
I hate Nesta.
I don't know why people like her.
I hate Nesta, so a whole book about her is like really, but it has Cassian, so it's kind of like, we'll see.
I remember just not really like loving them. My TBR on Goodreads is bigger than my read list. Me too. Honestly,
yes, mine too. Yes.
I'm trying to even it out.
Yes, actually, I feel like I didn't read a lot of books when I compare myself to other booktubers. Like when I found out about booktube, I just saw people that read in a year what I read in my whole life. So yes, I'm just. I was in a huge reading slump for 2 years, I think. I just got back into reading half a year ago. So I just feel like I have too much to catch up, too many books to read.
I didn't realize until I joined Book Twitter how much people read.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people read like crazy, and I didn't expect that.
Did you see at the end of January on Twitter? It was like people were like, "Yeah, I read 60 books." I'm like, 60 books?
Yes, I saw it. Actually, there is a booktuber that I really like, Books with Chloe, if you know her.
Oh, I love her channel.
Yes, I really love her. I really love her aesthetic, but she just like released a video. She read 14 books in 24 hours. Like I guess that most of them are animes or graphic novels, but that is a lot.
That's insane.
But, when I'm thinking about it, I read 9 graphic novels in 24 hours, so maybe it's not that weird.
For a video, I want to do like where you go on your Goodreads and you go to your TBR shelf and then you go to like the first ones added to your TBR shelf.
Oh, like the oldest ones.
Yeah, and like read like my oldest.
My oldest ones.
Like read my oldest TBR. Mine is Every Hearted Doorway by Shauna McGuire.
Oh, that book was big on BookTube. I want to say like 1 or 2 years ago. I think it's on mine.
Yeah. It's from 2017. So, and then Eliza and Her Monsters, The Hidden Oracle, The Trials of Apollo.
Okay, so for me, it's a John Green book and Abundance of Catharines.
Oh, I hated that book.
Yes. Oh no.
It wasn't good.
It's so boring.
I really loved John Green when I was like younger.
I think we
really
all
feel
did.
like, yes, like The Fault in Our Stars and Looking for Alaska were perfect. I think also I actually read 2 John Green books 2 months ago, and I liked Turtles on All the Way
Mhm.
Down.
Me
Like
too.
it was, yes, it was good, but I hated Let It Snow.
Oh, I haven't read Let It Snow.
Yeah, me neither.
Will Grayson, I hated it. Like I feel that every time John Green writes a book with another author, the book is really bad.
Yeah, Will Grayson was not great.
Yes.
I stopped reading John Green after I read An Abundance of Catherines, and I was disappointed.
That was like one of the worst books I've ever read in my life.
I was so disappointed. I didn't even want to. Do you remember when they used to sell like all of John Green's books in like a box
Yeah.
set? I was so excited. I wanted to get it so bad, but I was so disappointed. I just didn't.
Okay, I removed An Abundance of Catherine.
Hello, sometimes Jan. How are you?
Hi.
Hey, hello. Hey.
You can join in next year.
We were talking about that we want to do it next year. So if anyone has suggestions for next year, so we will be really happy to hear about them. But
I
yes,
met John Green and I cried. That's how
Really?
sad my life
Good?
is. Yeah. Yeah.
So cool.
Yes.
I was more excited about meeting his brother Hank, but
They have a YouTube channel, I know.
yeah, Vlog Brothers. There's a picture I want to freaking show you guys of John Green, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna find it.
Do you ever met authors like someone here? I never met, and I never met like a big author. Like
I met Hodkin. She wrote the Mara Dyer series.
One of my favorites of all time.
Mine too. It's so good.
Nobody ever talks about those books.
People, I remember when I read it, people like hated it on BookTube, but I genuinely loved it. So I went to her. It was like the release party in Manhattan for, I think it was the first Noah Shaw book, because I was like in love with Noah Shaw and like his character.
I still am. So
wait, what?
I said I still am. I recently reread the first one, and I was like, I love this boy.
I need to reread that whole series. I think I'm gonna make a video about it. But yeah, she was so sweet, and I was just so excited because like that was my favorite series at the time. And yeah, it's I think it's really fun to meet authors and have them sign your books and everything.
Yeah. I've met at Comic-Con, I met Elise Kova, and I had no clue who she was. And then I like went up to her table because I saw she had all these books, and I was like, okay. So I went over and they were all her books. And I was like talking to her, and she was just so nice that I felt guilty. So I bought a book. And then it ended up being one of my favorite books. Like it's called Air Awakens. It's part of a series. I haven't read the rest of it yet though, but I was like, I bought this book because I felt guilty, and it ended up being so good. Like
wow, it's really good. Like it's really sad when I read a book and I really love it, and then I found out that the author is actually really like a bad person. So it's good that you like met a really a nice author and that you like her book.
Just came here to say hi. Hi. Thank you for popping in for a minute.
Hey. Good luck with the schoolwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, schoolwork can be really hard. School is hard in general.
I had class this morning at 8 a.m. and I literally just sat there and didn't absorb a single thing.
Being so hard.
You learn like through Zoom or like?
I go in person.
Oh, okay. I do. I stay at home. Like I have the option, but I stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all my classes except for one. Like all my classes except for math are online, but I'm really bad at math, so I needed like extra help. So I went to the in-person class.
Mm-hmm. It's cool you have the option, like where I live, like all the classes are online. I have a few friends who are students, and like 100% is online. Nothing is like
That's how it should be, honestly.
I think if we were all online, America would be in a much better place right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, America doesn't really know how to deal with
I'm
this.
sure we have a really bad rep in other countries. Like I'm pretty sure like talk crap about us all the time.
Yes. From someone who doesn't live in the US, we use the US for example for a bad country that doesn't like know how to deal with the corona. But it's okay. Also, my country didn't really deal well with the virus. Also, I know that I think we are like the most in vaccine right now, like the most people who took vaccine, the biggest percent, I think. But I live in a small country, so
Yeah.
yes. So
Yeah,
it's more.
I've heard America has such a bad rep. Like I did an online internship over the summer, and it was mostly people from England. And so when they would ask, like, you know, they would hear that I have like an American accent, and they would ask me like, where am I from? And I say America, and they're like, oh my gosh. And I say I'm from New York, and they just think like still people think New York is the worst with the virus just because of a couple months. Wait, what state are you from, Lauren?
North Carolina.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard much. Like, how is the virus doing there?
It's terrible. It's really bad. It's like every day, like thousands and thousands of cases.
Wow, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida and California are doing a little worse than the East Coast, though.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I just moved from Florida at the beginning of last year, like March, right as this all hit, I moved. And Florida literally didn't shut anything down, like nothing. Yeah. So they just kind of plowed through it. And obviously that shows with their numbers.
Well, in Florida right now, they don't even require masks on the street or anything like that. Like,
yes.
Yeah, like I went there and I took a short trip in November to surprise my boyfriend for his birthday, and like we were driving, like, you know, like we were driving, and like nobody's wearing masks, nobody, and they're like so close to each other on the street, and it's just like come on, like this is never gonna be over if people don't wear masks.
We don't have to wear them outside here.
Like it's just not required.
No, you don't have to.
Oh, okay. Here you get fined if you don't.
Yes. Also where I live.
Oh, they fine?
Yes, actually, like I live in Israel, and people in Israel usually don't listen to things you need to do. So you're supposed to go with a mask, but you always can find people who say, "But I can't breathe with a mask."
Yeah.
Like yes, like those kind of people. So yes, like it's really messy right here because we actually doesn't have a president already 2 years. Because like we are going to choose like elections for the fourth time in 2 years.
So like there's no like set president.
No, like not quite, like we have it works a little bit different in Israel. We have a president and a mayor. I'm not sure how to say it in English. We do have a president, but the president role is different. So the one who is actually the president, we don't have one for 2 years. So just the last one is the president right now. But yes, I don't know. We don't have really a president. We don't have anything. So it's just a mess. Really a mess. Yes. Hey.
Oh, that's my boyfriend. I was talking about how bad Florida
is. My dad still lives in Florida, and he is one of those people that's like, masks are what are they called? Conspiracy. Masks are conspiracy. He's like, the vaccine is just a tracker put in your arm. Yeah. I'm like, Dad, you really need to like chill out. Like at the grocery store, if it has like the arrow pointing which way to go down the aisles, he goes the other way. like he's so awful. It's embarrassing.
There's there was a TikTok going around where somebody like was faking it, but they like cut open a mask and like inside was like a chip, like a tracker chip. It was so annoying.
Yes, I saw it on TikTok. Yeah.
Oh man.
My favorite thing is like when people like take a mask and they like dump a bottle like a bucket of water on it and they're like, see, it doesn't
It
work.
Wow.
It just can't hurt to wear a mask. Now they're saying we should
Yes.
double up because like
Yeah, now they're saying we should wear two.
the medical masks are
Really?
super thin. Yeah, like like the blue ones. They're like super thin. They're saying if you wear those, you should.
Yes, they're thin. Yes.
Yeah.
I actually was thinking like when the corona is going to end, people will still wear masks or not? Because like in Asia, this is a fashion.
Yeah.
Like yes,
They
so
were
it's
wearing it
really
before.
yes.
I think you're gonna have like just thinking like in American terms, you're gonna have like people who have like said masks are fake and they're gonna so the second that they don't have to wear masks, they're not going to. And then you're gonna have the middle group that wears them like if they're in busy places, and then you're gonna have the people that wear them all the time.
Yeah, because they're way. I'll probably.
Yeah, I just try to figure out if it can be a fashion, also not only in Asia, because it will be cool.
Well,
Don't they?
so many
I'm not gonna
brands.
say what I was gonna say.
Wait, what?
I'm not gonna say what I was about to say.
Why?
Because it's stupid. You said they're trying to wear masks laws. We have to keep wearing them after the pandemic.
I've heard nothing about Minnesota or that area of the country.
Yes, also a mask were low sounds really rough.
They're projecting that we have to wear masks until 2022.
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe more. I didn't think that the corona will be here like a year later, so I don't really know when everything will end. If it will end, maybe we just will live in a pandemic forever.
Oh my
Well, they said like I watched some like segment on the news and they said that this is just like the beginning of like all these crazy viruses coming out. And I'm like,
Yes.
why? This is what's going to take people out. It's not going to be global warming. It's going to be these freaking viruses that we've unleashed.
Yes.
It's like so crazy to think about. Like it happened so fast. Like
Yes,
I saw TikTok yesterday and it was like pictures of like Katniss and Triss and like all these people like from like dystopian novels, and it was like when you spent your whole life wishing you were in a dystopian novel and now you actually are. And I was like, true.
Oh, I felt that. Has anyone watched John Oliver? I don't think so. I haven't.
It's a movie?
Well, what is it? I've never heard of it.
Yes,
Also, Kevin says this is weird. Since March 2020, I have seen a total of 2 people wearing masks.
Yes, I have one of my best friends live in Sweden, and like they don't do anything there. Like everything works as usual. Nobody wear masks.
So if I move to Sweden, do I have to quarantine for 2 weeks and then I can just be free?
They probably don't want Americans there.
I'm not sure you even need to quarantine.
They probably don't want us like anywhere near.
They're like, you carry the dick.
Yes, it's already a problem, yeah.
Oh, they probably don't want us there. Because then everybody would do that.
Yeah, literally everyone would just move to Sweden and then we'd have an outbreak in Sweden.
Yeah. New Zealand is the same way too, I think, right? Like they don't wear masks or anything.
Also, England in the start, they just ignored the corona and then they were in a mess also. So, yes.
And I think now they lock down again, right? But like when they lock down, it's like serious as far as I know. Like America, when they say lockdown.
I don't know what is serious for you. One of my best friends lives in England. Yes, I have a lot of friends from a lot of countries because everyone tried to escape Israel. Me too in the future, but like in England is not as worse as in Israel. So I don't know if it's just really bad in Israel or not, but
I watched some British YouTubers. I don't know if it's just like where they live in England, but they said that they're allowed. They have like 1 hour of outside time a day, like
Oh wow, no.
like they can only be out for an hour a day at a time. Well, just in general, like 1 hour per one day. And I'm like,
So when we have quarantine, you like we will read the comments in a second, but when we have a quarantine, we like can get more than 1,000 meters away from home, just for like a supermarket or for a doctor. But except from it, you just can't leave the home. Or if you have like a special work permission, but again, if you don't have one, you can't like leave home.
Yes, a news comedy show. His episode today was all about the pandemics could explode like COVID and other pandemics. However, they were very similar.
Ooh,
That's
John
great.
Olive. Okay, yes, this sounds interesting.
Must be nice living in Europe right now. I want to live in Europe one day so bad.
Yes, Europe is amazing.
Social distancing is part of our culture. One person with the best.
I was always taught like Swedish people were the most like friendly people.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
Maybe that's like an
So,
American thing.
We
I don't
probably
know,
think
but
that everybody from every other country is nice besides us.
Oh, people think we're so mean.
no, actually, from what I know, I think from what I know, people think that people from the US are usually rude, not mean. They are really friendly, but rude, like screaming in the street and talking very like in a higher like volume.
People
But
think New
yes,
Yorkers are so mean, and they are. They're
yes.
so mean.
I
Like driving to
really,
New York is so
yes, driving.
scary.
I always find like people from the US really friendly, but again, rude. but actually also Israel like this, like we really friendly, like how Kevin said about the like the culture. So also in Israel is like this. You come and you hug and you kiss. So like the corona just going here so mad, yes, but yes, I don't know, like people from the US are really friendly from what I know and from what people in my country talk about people from the US.
I think it's so funny that like if you ask somebody not from America to do like an American like accent or whatever, they either do like California, like, hey guys, like what's going on? Or they do like Texas where they go really like that. Or they go
Like New
New
York.
York. Yeah. Those are like the three things people always do when you ask them to do like an American impression.
And it's never accurate. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I think people from North Carolina have like at least here have a reputation of being so nice. Like I have family friends that just moved there, and like everybody there was so nice.
Yeah, I think we're really nice here. Like, I mean, there's like it's the older people that are nice. The younger people, like college age, they're just like every other college age person. They're kind of awful, but everyone else is really nice. Like like when I first moved here, like my grandma's neighbors brought me like food, like they made me like casseroles and stuff.
Wow. I
Right? Isn't
always
that
heard
strange?
that I always heard that neighbors in like the US, I'm not talking about New York, about like states when there is like private houses. I heard that they're really nice to each other. It's really true, like it's like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I grew up in Ohio, so I feel like it was everyone there was really friendly.
Cool.
I live in the suburbs. Like I don't live in the city, but like I mean like it just depends on the people. Like I think everybody on my block is like really nice. I just like we just choose not to be close to them. You know what I mean? Like we're just like one thing, but like they're fine. It's nothing like too friendly, you know.
Yeah.
It's so interesting to hear other people's takes on different countries and then learn about like, different countries and stuff. There's so many booktubers from like from all over the world.
Yes, it's
I
so
think
cool.
like Jane being from Israel, I feel like America's view of Israel is like war.
It's actually like Israel, you have so many soldiers. Like you just go in the street. Like
Hi,
if you sit in a
Kevin.
bus.
Bye. Thank you so much for joining.
Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye bye. The readathon was so fun, but yes, like yes, in Israel, it's like not like yes, sometimes like it's different because when we are like in a really hot state with the countries around us, so it's not a really good situation. Like we have things like bombs and stuff like this. So yes, like it's funny, but I was. 2 years ago in a K-pop concert in Berlin, and I was in some line to get a bag or something like this, and it was like a big stadium, and like there was music, and then there was a song with alarms on it, and I was just looking everywhere where I need to go to be safe. And just then I realized, wait, I'm not in Israel. Everything okay? I'm in Germany. This is a song. Okay.
Oh wait, that's so funny.
Yes, but like it's not always like only like the last time I it had bombs where I live was I think actually a lot of time ago, 4 or 5 years ago. So most of the time it's okay. The only thing that is like different in Israel than other countries is the amount of soldiers you see on the street. Like you go on the bus and almost 50% of the bus are soldiers
Oh,
because like you have to be like you have to go to the army when you get to 18. So like most of the people in Israel did army.
is that a requirement? Like
Yes.
you have to, and
Yes.
it's like females?
What?
It's just like boys that have to do that, or
No,
like
it's girls. Girls 2 years and boys almost 3 years.
So you
oh,
were in the military?
So I personally didn't. Yes, like you can get out with like you can get out for reasons. But yes, like a lot of people like when I was in school, we had a trip to the army for a week. So like when you going to to do something for a trip, we just went to the army and like were learning how to use a weapon
oh
in
my
school. Yes. So basically, I was in the army when I was in school for a week, but yes, except it, I wasn't.
oh, that's crazy.
Wild. Culture is
Yeah.
so like interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, really different.
Do you guys have the stereotype that we like Americans like eat a lot?
Really?
Like, I will tell you what, I never was in the US, I really want to, but I know that the proportions of food in the US, like in a restaurant, are really big. Now in Israel, the proportions are also big when I compare it to Europe. So
Mm.
also Israelis eat a lot, not only Americans, but in American, like the proportion of your food is huge. Just
Yeah, I
oh,
saw like a YouTuber I watched from England. They like showed their McDonald's large fry and it was like a kid size for us.
Are
Like
you
I was like, you're joking. You're actually joking.
so yes, I was in like again in Israel the proportions are also big, not as big as America, but also big like when I compare it to Europe. And I was in Asia a few years ago, and like I ordered in McDonald's the largest, and it was so small. Just everything was like so tiny. Yes, so like
Crazy.
yes. Yeah, it's funny. You need like to compare really the size.
What are some other
But,
stereotypes you guys have of Americans?
so I was. I just got back here. Hey, we're
We're
talking
talking
about
about portion size.
And like
we're,
American stereotypes.
we're talking about like how people from other countries view people from America, because I'm not from the US, so telling everyone my experience. But like I was a waitress for a long of years, so like I
That's a
got,
small and a small.
yes, this is the difference.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yes.
the one on the left actually looks like a small.
Yes, Americans eat a lot. So I was a waitress, and like always Americans were complaining about that the proportions were small. And like, but again, like Americans, from what I know, are all like always friendly. Like every American that I met are really friendly, really rude, but friendly. And yes, I don't know, like yes,
When you say
especially
like
like
rude, what do you mean by rude?
I mean by really like loud. Like Americans, like compared to other countries, speak really loud and like do more. Like if you go to a restaurant and you see like a group of Americans, everyone hear them because they speak really loud. So I mean by that, and friendly, I mean friendly, like you can speak to American really easily. It's also a thing in Israel, but like when I was in Europe a few times, and like there everyone really cold, like not in every country, but in a few countries I've been, you can't just small talk with people. They're really cold and they just don't talk to you. Yes, in Americans it's really easy to do small talk.
I think Americans like to talk.
Yes.
They like to complain at establishments.
Yeah.
I see it every time I go out to eat. Every time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's why I don't want to work customer service here, especially in New York. I don't want to do that. It's just, I don't think I have the backbone.
Also, something about Americans, like we know that the customer service in America is really good. Like I don't know if it's actually really good, but a lot of people in Israel always say, "Oh, in America it's really good." Like you have Amazon, like Amazon customer service is amazing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes, so like everything American is always really good service, from what I know.
I would say so.
I have a lot of family in like in South America and stuff, and they're always asking like, well, we send them a lot of stuff from here, but I think they really like our products and the brands that we have here and stuff. So like whenever I go visit or whatever, we bring a lot of that stuff for them. So I guess yeah, like a lot of the things we have are different that people tend to like from what I've seen. But it's just so normal for us.
Yes. Overall, I don't think there is like I feel the thing with America is like America is the main part of the world, you can say, because everything like starts in America, like all the movies, all the shows, like you can like especially when I was younger, I felt like you have life only in America, but it doesn't true. Like Europe is also a really good place to be in. I think I really love Europe. And yes.
See, from America, we're like everything comes from China.
Yeah.
Yes, everything is made from China.
But yeah, we don't really want to go visit there. Like it's not on the top of our bucket list.
No, it's more
After the
not on the
corona,
top.
I don't think anyone wants to visit China. Actually, it's funny, but I was in Prague in January last year, like 2 months before the corona started. And I remember everyone was talking about the corona in China. Like everyone was talking, oh, they have a virus there. Chinese are stupid. Something like this. And it was funny because yes, like everyone was talking about it. Also, like I was in Prague and like the money in Prague called Corona. So everyone was just laughing about the name of the virus. And then like 2 months after this, everyone got into
Everybody
quarantine.
had it, yeah.
Yes, it was so weird. Like life before Corona was so different.
I don't think it's ever gonna go back to like normal. either.
Yes.
Like people are always going to be thinking about it.
Yes.
I remember I was in a residential facility when, like, I was living at like a hospital when the COVID hit China, and like they were like we were eating lunch in the lunchroom, and like they had it like playing on TV that there was like this airborne virus that was in China and blah. And I was like, guys, this is crazy. And then literally like the week after I left was when everything went to hell.
I feel like I did a lot before the virus hit, like America at least. Like I did a lot. Like, you know, like I went to the city for the last time. I did a trip like to see my boyfriend right before. And like, you know, I feel like I like did a lot in that time. Oh my god.
Yeah. So cute.
Is he gonna flash us again today?
I'm trying to keep him contained.
I don't know. He's getting close.
I know. He's like thinking about it. He's just chilling. Yeah, I'm just chilling.
I really want to do more reading sprints on my channel now because these were just
Yes, me too. It was really fun. We can do more.
I know Lauren was saying it earlier. She wants to do more reading sprints and stuff.
Me too.
Yes, those are so fun.
Yeah. So do people usually do it with like other booktubers, or do they do it by themselves? Like how do most people like do it?
So I know that.
No, you can go, Jane.
Okay, I saw that most of the people do it with another booktubers, but there is like booktubers that do it alone. But I think that it's more intimidating, not because you're alone, but because maybe less people will watch.
Yeah.
So I've seen mostly big YouTubers do it alone. So
Right.
yes. Lauren, what about you? You saw like booktubers
Oh, I was
do it
gonna say
alone?
like a lot of time, like I have a Mare Reads, MER Reads. She does
Yes,
reading
she
sprints, I
does a
think
lot.
yeah, she does like 3 times a week. She always has somebody else with her, at least one, but sometimes she on StreamYard you can you can have up to 10 people. So she'll like message in our Discord and be like, hey, does anybody want to hop on some reading sprints on Monday or whatever. And then also she's done some with like people that aren't booktubers but are just like her friends, which I thought was really funny. She's like,
Yes,
yeah,
that's cool.
she doesn't have a channel, but I just wanted to make her read. So but yeah,
I'd love to.
normally it's with other people.
I actually also like we didn't do reading sprints before this readathon. It was so fun. Flashes again.
You have to blur the screen, like you know, like when people like
I'll have to get like a little censored bar taped in.
Yeah, I think definitely if we do more reading sprints, we're definitely gonna put it like on Twitter and like you know like advertise it and stuff. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this was so much fun. I think I have to hop off now. You guys can continue after, but this was so much fun. Like I'm so happy with the way everything went with the Valentines-a-thon. And
So it was just amazing.
Put so much like planning and stuff into it, and it was so much fun. And I can't wait to do it again. Maybe like do another readathon. Like I think it would be so much fun.
Yeah, definitely.
So next year we will do another time the Valentines-a-thon, but yes, maybe until then we will do another readathon. If you have some idea for a theme or something, it would be really fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Bye guys. Thank you so much everyone for joining. Lauren and Jane are the best. Make sure you subscribe to them.
To Anna too.
Bye.
Bye, Anna.
I think I'm gonna hop off too. I have to feed my animals, so.
Yes, it's already midnight in my time because I live like near Europe.
On the other side of the world.
Yes. Thank you so much for everyone who participated. It was so amazing. And like all the vlogs you're going to do, please tag us. We want to see it all. My vlog will be up in a few hours, I think, if I will finish editing it. So yes, thank you so much. And we will write everyone in the Twitter. So yes, thank you so much for everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, it's not focusing. There we go. Bye.